Hello again. So today we'll draw Cyberpunk using some references like in the previous tutorial. So again, it's more like exercise, so just like very useful practice, and it's always kind of little difference between practice and actual process. Actual process, it might be more simple, actually, more intuitive, more fluent, and yeah, maybe I will do in the future some video where I just will draw stuff from my head. And this one, like this time, I want to show as kind of useful practice, which is just help you to establish important skills and vision. So like I said before, there is a reference we can use. We can use a reference like to find like details, like, you know, like clothes or any kind of objects. If you want to see some nuances you cannot recall from memory, or you maybe even don't know at all, right? Also, we can use reference as an example of situation, so just like to see what is like how scene might look like. And also we can use reference to see how you can compose a scene. How can you place stuff on a picture plan. And here I did this like PDF for myself with some examples of such composition I like. And one I love the most as a like abstract composition artist, it's Tadahiro Uyasugi. You can find his work online, and he has this kind of style, but composition, and it's like how he you know, how he designs these three planes, like close, middle and far plane. It looks so cool, so clever, let's say. You know, this like also like composing shapes of light and shadow. Where's this one? Look, so amazing. It's just like fantastic. Clever, and also like brevity. I love this. So what else? One more example. Let's see. Or like this, stuff like this he do, very cool. Overlapping shapes from close and far plane. So, and for today's video I took a bunch of this, so it's also from this artist. And let's take this picture and turn it into cyberpunk. Так. So let's say first I will do again perspective grid. So I don't talk much about shape composition. I go directly to kind of kind of applying this composition. Because it need to be like another tutorial just talking about shape composition itself, because it's really complex subject, really interesting stuff. And you can also watch book. I'll show you. This absolutely essential creative illustration by Andrew Loomis. See, kind of big book, and it's just fantastic. So here he have this chapter talking about how he call it, subdivision, and he have his like very interesting concept of how he call it. Anyway, so you can see these examples of how a composition, abstract composition works. So you organize kind of every shapes within picture into abstract shapes, and by doing that you considering like direction of line, and in to use to control, to kind of like to push viewer eyes to like, you know, kind of look around picture like you show here, because these lines, they're kind of directing viewer, and also accents this contrast, like I will jump from contrast to contrast. So it's huge subject. You can just briefly mention it right now, and to seriously learn it, it's you better buy this Loomis. It's really cool, really important book. And briefly speaking, just like I say, you need to be able to see everything in your picture, not as real objects, but also as just like abstract shapes, like marks on a paper or marks on a screen. So you can see here's like all this hand making triangle, spine making a curve, those like negative shapes. Everything here is absolutely amazing. And it's kind of interesting challenge to put all this together while making abstract shape. Actually consider that you build a illusion of space, illusion of 3D. Here will be a horizon line. So here, so far I will change hand. I decide I will, you know, make some alterations, because again, don't steal in completely, make some important to make some your own alterations. Так, let's see. Like this. Also, I keep in mind my Z vanishing point here. Also, it's kind of work as a focal point in composition. You can notice, and you can also see, for example, like in my video about Omao, like Japan artist Omao, and he used vanishing point as focal points all the time. So here will be her hand. I was thinking maybe like puts here some guy like a James Bond, so it's really this kind of James Bond vibes, talking about classic James Bond. Dun, 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 dun. But it's like it's a cyberpunk setting here. Так. So this will be all with the cyberpunk props. So and then will be like a view outside, so you can see some skyscrapers. This busy cyberpunk cityscape. flying vehicle again. Also to sofa I can add some of this. Let's see. Same look here, I put some book, maybe 2 books. Let's see. So here we have vanishing point for book, right? So when you know horizon line, can easily just drop vanishing point. So have also book. And digital reader kind of. They have some kind of readers in this Cyberpunk. Так, Cyberpunk world in this game. Так. Buildings to the turn. Okay, so here have this composition sketch with proportions, perspective grid. So for grid you see just like one vanishing point. The y-axis is just vertical, z-axis going to vanishing point, and z-axis is kind of just horizontal. So it's kind of simple with perspective here. Then now what I can do, what I can think about, I can think like which kind of characters is this, what kind of clothes they have, and let's do her. Let's do her a Lizzie Weezy from Cyberpunk game. These characters are called Lizzie Weezy. So this one. So she will be this like metal woman, and I will use this guys as a reference for clothes of a James Bond character here. So let's see. You can also push your legs right now. A little too dramatic, need to fix. So yeah, in my drawing here is like more, she's closer to camera than in the original composition. So here she's like more like in a long lens perspective. So what is difference with a long lens? I'll show you. It's very interesting. So let's say he almost all the time he used this kind of perspective in his illustration. You know, it's like just figures cut from paper. And of course, it's like to show this example. This one, yeah. So, for example, also here, very interesting. You look at this and you see like, how is all so flat, right? This kind of flatness is actually realistic. It's just show perspective with a very like long lens. This so this picture is actually like have like huge zoom. So let's say it's like we have this character. Let's say he sit on the ground, right? And we know horizon line is on eye level, right? So it's horizon line. Here is the ground. So if this lady leaning here close to him, so she's below his eye level, right? You can see her head like very close but below eye level. So she's here below eye level. So he's like little look down at her. And he also have this thing like cone of vision, right? Or like field of view. So I talk about this in a tutorial about rotating in perspective. So it's like right above him, it's a vanishing point for y-axis. And this vanishing point also called zenith. And right below him is called nadir, which also is y vanishing point, so it's above and below nadir. And here in front of him, it's like vanishing point for z axis. So here between this y and z is 90 degree, right? And what we can see is like how this figure, like how much it takes from this field of view. So in this situation, when she is so close, right, it will look, okay, let's make it here. So let's say horizon line here. So this is kind of his field of like what he look at now, right now, his point of view. So, and we draw this kind of scenario where she close to him and he kind of can see her legs very close to him on the ground, and here horizon line and vanishing point. So we will have this kind of So what happened in here? We can see that in this perspective we will see her as a kind of box, right? So you can see head in perspective like a box. You can see her shoulders, her arms, with this like box logic. Like torso, this chest and pelvis, all is kind of clear box logic. And if it's like, if make it in a curvilinear perspective, it will be like more foreshortened and more kind of too skewed, too twisted. So let's say maybe so her hand here, also her. Oh, and I make like simplified box form. But what if she is like on the same height? It's like still same person or her twin, right? But much farther. So it's like will be same proportion, but about here. So she's leaning here. Same. Her head. So, and this guy now, he have ability to zoom. So, and he zoom, and he now like framed his point of view like this. So what he will see? He will see her body here, exactly like we see it here. So it will be without any perspective. It will be just like flat, flat body, and this beach surface still will be kind of like over, no, you know, like a background, right? So this is what happened here. Same like all these people, they're like very, very tiny, like ants here, and they all flat. It's kind of just effect of long lens. Same you can see sometimes photographs or like movie frames. Sometimes in the films, when you see people without perspective or vehicles, you know, when it's like this kind of, so it's like zero perspective here, because we don't have convergence from front wheel to rear wheel, and we don't have convergence from here to here. They're all same size. It's realistic, and it's this how it looks when camera very far. So it's kind of, you need to be aware of some like perspective, grammar. So this same what happened here, like in the original work, it's like he is, it's like camera even outside of this room, camera somewhere outside of building, and he zoom in, and he like make a footage kind of her, just kind of Так. Here's your sleeve. So it's important to have perspective. So no ellipse kind of will be like this here. Or make it just like security. Так, let's see. Okay, let's do James Bond. Okay. must be some kind of foil or she has so much robot now. Here her glass, and here put this dude. Just kind of look funny. He's like stealth. Lazy breezy assassin. Okay, kind of enough here. So now I'm done with the stage, emphasized details. Now can go to line art. Just to make finish picture. Can find some music. Hello, HMD. Not sure I understand the question. You can watch my tutorial how to move objects in perspective. So must be about this. Actually I have here sleeve. Okay, didn't notice this. It also makes some metal effects. You have clavicle. No. Finish. Finish. Okay, start again. Так. Oh, hello, Joshua. Cool. Thank you, Remil. I don't know what's Rico Rockneck. I will Google it. Let's check here. Here I have like how it says Zuckination, assassination, Mark Zuckination. Mark Zook. Так. It's like moment between before disaster. Lizzy Wizzy like enjoying reading book. Just stop for a moment. Oh, I make this weird. And then here, Zook Ninja. Breach in her hotel. This part kind of look weird. Let's do like this. Yeah, maybe we'll do color after. I usually use diluted ink or watercolor. I can show some from previous, so this last time, and This is just like quick inks for quick kind of shading. So I have this brush pen. It's just very convenient when you sketch outdoors. You can make very quick shading. Thank you. Так, let's see. Here, let's go. Access. Так. Kind of sync here. Should have kind of seams. Hello, Looney Lemon. Thank you. Так, so here also need to add this kind of metal effect. Cool. Yeah, glad my tutorials help you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for feedback. Так. So let's see. It's kind of
Some people dream of success, while you're gonna wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit, and you're not gonna stop there. No, what are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it! Yes, you can! Just do it! You're tired of starting over. Stop giving up.
Yeah, so it's my opinion. I think in a Cyberpunk game, Silverhand should be Shia. How to spell him? Shia LaBeouf. And Keanu Reeves, he will be better as a main character, as V. Because I think like this Silverhand also is kind of, considering his worldview in the game, I think he should be like kind of more emotional, like deranged a little bit. So maybe in future with AI can make a dome like Shia LaBeouf, Silverhand. Yeah, he is right. He say important stuff.
What do you do?
I say what I mean, and I do what I say.
Hey, no, stop. До свидания. До встречи. Yeah, I mean, like, imagine he's like totally fit. Shia LaBeouf as Silverhand is, I think, is perfect casting. Because like, yeah, Keanu Reeves, he's like good as the one, kind of. He's like a little out of space character, some kind of Buddhist guru stuff. Not as he doesn't look naive like Silverhand. He look like he is very rational. So like, yeah, like Keanu Reeves, he can be like some kind of mercenary in this game. So he's like more cynical and rational kind of character. Or maybe like some fixer. Merc or fixer, I think. Yeah, like I say, like he's like Keanu Reeves. He has this kind of very professional vibes, like, you know, так, here to like. Because like in a story, he is kind of irrational, impulsive. Keanu Reeves doesn't look impulsive. Totally not this kind of type. Also, I think Cyberpunk game is more, yeah, it's kind of another funny thing. So if make male main character, it's Keanu Reeves. If make female character, right now it's kind of perfect fit this kind of game how they made. I have a feeling like they made this game for a female character. It's not like for a male character as a main hero. Because it's kind of a lot of nuances start to make sense if a main hero is a female. Like this stuff, for example, like look in the mirrors as a part of gameplay. It's kind of not man's thing to do. I mean, like, I look in the mirror only when I brush my teeth, maybe. Yeah, this is why like this delivery of a Silverhand character is just how I feel is casting not really match, because I think, yeah, they choose Keanu Reeves for this role, I think, because he is you know, like being in this movie about Johnny Mnemonic, and also like Neo in the Matrix. But in the Matrix it was like divine providence, kind of like, it was like unbelievably perfect match from my opinion. Just cannot imagine any other actor as Neo in the Matrix. But a Silverhand, just should be some funny kind of guy. And again, okay, yeah, and again, Silverhand as Keanu Reeves will make much more sense if main hero is a girl. Again, because he's like too much, I don't know, like let's say kind of gay appeal kind of in there. So if like main hero is a girl, it's kind of makes sense then. But if like if a male character, it's kind of weird, not so. who's like perfect character, I think, in Cyberpunk. It's president of a new America, how's it called? That's a really cool character. Imagine like Silverhand, Shia LaBeouf, say we need to destroy Arasaka.
Do it!
Say, do you thinking too much? Just do it. Так. Maybe even Mel Gibson will be cool as a Silverhand, but he's too old. If like take young Mel Gibson for Johnny Silverhand, because like he has this kind of crazy vibes. he can also play punk rocker. Let's see here. Maybe make some stripes on the floor. Okay. What I also like with Lamy Safari against Japan, it's Lamy Safari somehow. Even I use same ink, but somehow it's always dry very fast. So it's kind of like ink flow, ink delivery, perfectly balanced. So it just cannot be puddles which will dry a long time. Maybe you can make some shading. One more silver hand idea. Так.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Cause kind of like interesting main issue with Cyberpunk game. This I mean Cyberpunk 2077. It's like all good characters don't have real motivation. They all kind of I don't know. Kind of half-baked, and only real motivation I find in the characters from Phantom Liberty, because there we have characters who kind of fighting for their country, and I mean, yeah, and like I say, the good characters, right? Of course, they're all bad characters have kind of solid motivation in Cyberpunk because they're just kind of ruthless psychopaths. They want more power, more money. but good guys, they're like talking about some became famous or rich. It's kind of very flat. It's not motivation of a strong character. It's like worldview of some teenager. And then we have this character like president of an USA, so badass. And have character this Reed, who is like very experienced and tired, like, but he keep doing his duty, so he have real motivation. He's a real character. Let's see. So I like this old school sci-fi books, like Starship Troopers, or even Foundation. It's kind of good vibes there, because it's about preserving civilization. Very cool. Even it's like, yeah, it's have some kind of communist stuff there, but really shallow. They're more this like preserve civilization, fighting for progress. But Starship Troopers is just perfect. This book, it's fantastic. And it's very different from movie. Movie is just BOS. Так. Hello Inkwell. Thank you. Like, push like. Yes, so you can see this kind of practice, which is like very common, very essential of study composition. So you can just like break down composition of your favorite artist, and this looks very much like most of my video. You can see like where I break down perspective of artists, and you can break down same way more focus on flat composition, like, you know, composition of flat shapes. Or you can do like this, when you're not just break down, you actually use composition from your favorite artist, and you practice to draw your own stuff. like, I mean, like your own designs, or like right now I use these designs, characters from Cyberpunk game. So this way it's just like you go in more towards practicing these useful, very useful skills. Because anyway, when you work on your stuff, it's always inspired by something. So it's like when I was doing mural of a airport interior on a wall. So it's like very big wall, and I draw this like airport corridor stuff. So I was looking for photographs of airport. I was looking for some interesting like designs, like what kind of design might be in this airport. So I kind of like pull out from my head everything, right? We need to look for some material. So like this you can practice to working with this approach. Practice like analyzing and utilizing kind of references. So, and about fair use, yeah, just be kind of careful and respectful. Of course, if you're making like very close to other artists' work, or in any case you can always say it's inspired or it's homage to artists. So it's not like you're stealing and claim it as your stuff. So here today, like I say in the beginning of video, I take composition from Japanese artist. Japanese artist name Tadahiro Uesugi. Look his works, they're just incredible and very nice. Composition of shapes. Hindu, very cool. Thank you, Kyo. And for me, like my main focus, my kind of interest is to draw completely from imagination as much as possible, because for myself I prefer to draw directly from my head, with even like, you know, it's like memory or kind of compilation, because when you draw from your head you just somehow have much better control over nuances. Because, like, you know, when you draw from when you look in the reference, you need to make effort to detach from reference. Otherwise you will replicate and it will feel in your work. And your work will be this kind of stiffness. So ideally is when you don't look at reference. But in reality it's not possible, so you will always look and kind of check for some details. So having this practice just actually train you to be able to draw without reference. So it's kind of might feel like paradox at first, but pretty actually makes sense. To stop using reference, you need to practice use reference at first. Same like with perspective. If you want to be able to draw perspective without, like draw perspective properly and without pencil, you need to draw with a pencil a lot at first, and then you will be able to avoid this kind of underline pencil drawing. If it's all necessary. Oh, thank you. Так. It's like I was making workshop about urban sketching, and some student asked me like how I able draw motorcycles and vehicles from observation so fast, because they always move and don't stop. And I say, yeah, to be able to draw motorcycle from real life, from observation, you need to learn at home, just drawing from photo, from books, because you need to learn how to draw them at first, so then you will able to draw them from observation very quickly. And actually you will realize, like when you draw motorcycles, vehicles from observation, like people, right, you more draw them from memory than from actual observation, because nobody posing for you. And like if you draw street with the moving cars, they never stop for you to draw, right? So you're just drawing. Instead of drawing from what you look at, you're drawing from your head. You just know, okay, like here is this road, let's say, right? And you see right here was car, right? But you actually forget what the actual model was. So you draw from your imagination whatever car you can draw, and you place it here. So practically it's accurate it's true to real life situation, right? But you draw this car from imagination. You don't draw this looking at real car. And same with with everything else. To be able to draw without reference, at first you learn to draw from reference. Same like with the style, like you want to make your own style, but first you need to look other artists, you need to look and copy features and quality of other artists' work, because only this way you will have a kind of clear idea what you want for yourself. Так, some kind of this. Так. Okay, so I think it's perfect. 2 hours already. So for today will be kind of this. Maybe put my signature. 25 already. Wow. Thank you everybody. Also thank you for guys who are member of my channel and who is a patron. Appreciate your support, and everybody who want support me to make more videos, to keep doing it regularly. Also can join this channel or send like super thanks and stuff like this. If you become member of channel and or patron, you can join to my Discord and show your work, ask for feedback and stuff like that. Also feel free to ask any questions, any requests, write your feedback, or just write any comment to support this channel to make it kind of better, promoting algorithms, stuff like that. See you in next videos.
Madness. This is James Bond art.